Hello guys, welcome to our new episode today. And I'm sure you know us by now. I am Lerato.
And my name is Portia. It's so great to be back, guys.
Yes, thank you for joining us again. And today's topic is bad habits that that people tend to do without realizing that they affect their image and they affect the message that they put out there about themselves.
Yeah. And we really just want to, relax about this one. I think when it comes to image, we really just generally want to do that. We just want to relax, and then we want this to come to you,
Yes.
and these are things that we have spotted.
Yeah.
I think just like Lerato said the other time when she was talking about, sometimes like our upbringing or our backgrounds, like tends to be like different, and we learn different things as we grow up, and but then at a certain point you start realizing that certain things that seemed so normal to you as a person, they actually carry a certain message. So these are things that we've been seeing, especially in our communities. When you like from growing up to like even right now, and still happening even in places that you won't even believe, and you look at things and you're like, what? How is this thing even here? And it becomes very sad because you know what? I believe so much in people's capacity, people's gifts, people, just what people can do when they're focusing on their gifts, on their beauty, on just doing things right. And we really just want to sit here today and then go through different things. And I know that like image stuff, sometimes I promise you need to like really like be open-minded about it, because we want to correct certain things that we know that tends to work against people's progress and people's like growth. So it's very important that we talk about them, and we are going to be like raw about them, like talk about the exact things that we saw. And I think it's going to be fun that way.
As you mentioned, these are things that we see in our communities. I mean, when you're in your community, you're basically home, and sometimes the way that we grew up, sometimes it was seen as acceptable when people were doing it because they're not going to town. They're not going.
I would still say to certain people, though.
To certain people, to a certain group of people, they would be seen like that because you're not going away, you're not getting into a taxi and going to town or going to the office or going to wherever. So it's deemed. But then, guys, I'm a firm believer in opportunities finding you anyway. You don't want to get an opportunity and miss it because you're not prepared. You don't know
like
when that
at that time.
Exactly. You don't know when that opportunity is gonna come. You just don't know. So
because it is sometimes about being at the right place at the right time.
And it's not even about looking perfect all the time. It's not about that, but looking decent. Just decent.
Like, serving the public with your presence, because remember, image is built by those different things. It's not just how you look. It's also mannerism, how you conducting yourself as a person, how you sounding as a person, how you interacting with other people. That forms your image as a person. So these are things that we really want to talk about. And and number one, I actually wrote it like that in my notes. I wrote Hlokoloza.
I hope you guys know what Hlokoloza is. Can I get a pin? Is there a pin somewhere here?
Yes, we could have just brought a Hlokoloza here.
We should have brought it.
Because I know some people know what a Hlokoloza is.
But some people don't.
Yeah, but then we'll try and explain it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like a pin. It's silverish, like it's long, and then it has something.
A round head.
Yes, sometimes it's not even round. Yeah. It's different shapes, different colors. I promise you, some looks like a gum that someone was chewing and then just somehow put
have
them
to
there.
Go there.
No. We need to, we need to put it out there so that it's like it's like, you know what, it is received well. You understand what I'm saying? People understand why we are actually speaking against that. So Hlokoloza is meant for people that like with like that
Itchy
plaster
scalp,
hair.
yeah.
Yes, and then now when the scalp itches, it's used to scratch. So it's not too rough. It's smooth enough to scratch the scalp properly.
And you see people even closing their
I promise you, you know, things that you do and I'm telling you, there are things that just must happen behind closed doors, guys.
Yeah, because they forget that they're doing it.
Yeah. And I think we should just generally base our scalp, guys. Because you know, even that one, it's not working.
Isn't it
Hitting your
dangerous?
head.
I'm
I
sure
think it
some
is,
brains
and
have
I do it
moved
sometimes,
though.
seriously, just to confess.
I've seen hectic ones happen. Hey? Like you're thinking, yo, that is abusive. Yo.
To your own self. You know, sometimes when my scalp is like really, really itchy and I'm sitting in the house, I never ever, well, I avoid by all means doing it in public.
Yeah.
Like in public, I go like, you know, like that nice girl, but then at home sometimes, especially when you're stressed and someone, you know, things are just, you know, happening in the house and you're like, no, take that thing and put it away. You know, my sister's son, he's so smart. You know, he once saw me do that and then he came to me and then he was like surprised and he can't talk. And I think he wanted to know, why are you hitting yourself? So he started doing it, walking around the house doing it. And then, you know, my sister was like, look what you're doing to my son. But then, you know, those are the you know, the things
You
that we
saw
want.
it from the cool aunt.
Yeah.
So it's got to be cool.
This cool one. The coolest one, yes.
The coolest one.
Yeah, but I promise you, know, the Hlokoloza one.
Yeah.
You know, using it, like, you know what, that's bad, but not as bad as using it and then leaving it in your hair for later. And then now it becomes part, yes, that's a part I actually wanted to talk about.
And sometimes you look at the state of the hair. You know, when the hair has been there for a while, it actually looks like it's coming together. It's it's not like
it loses form. It like it's
yes.
And it's no longer looking as neat as it was.
And
the
then
lines
you see
and
this thing
that looks like a gum.
That was just stuck there and then kept safe for for when the need arises.
Exactly. What we don't realize is it then becomes like part, you know, like that little detail in our image. And remember, it's not just having like a brooch somewhere because of what that looks like. It's now stuck in your hair. What is it looking like now when it's there? And then, you know what, you're going up and down, you know, and then people are wondering. People actually want to tell you, you know, people are helpful. They want to tell you that you've got something in your hair, and you know, your response is
that
no,
looks like it shouldn't be there.
yes, that looks like shouldn't be there. And then your response is like, oh, get Hlokoloza, like it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. I think that is one of the things that we need to be thinking about it, ladies, especially our black ladies. I don't know if colored and Indians and whites, and I don't know if you're keeping Hlokoloza as well, but if you are, Hlokoloza is just not that right thing to have in your hair all the time. It's just not. It's one of those things that actually, you know, puts you across as if this person that really doesn't care that much about their image. Which could just count against you as a person.
So guys, just to make sure that you keep a healthy scalp, just make sure that you wash your scalp, your hair and scalp on a weekly basis is fine. And just make sure that it's properly moisturized. Yes. So to avoid, most of the time when it's itching, it's because it's dry and getting irritated either by the material of the type of fiber.
Yes, that you're using.
Yes,
Yeah.
and sometimes it could be the pulling when they're plaiting your hair.
Yeah.
So just take extra care with your scalp.
Yeah.
Remember, healthy scalp, healthy hair.
Yeah.
And no hloboloza.
And eventually, healthy image. Yeah.
Healthy image.
Which is where we're getting this thing.
Yeah. I think the next one that I want us to touch on is the pantyhose one. Walking around with an old pantyhose
That
on
is
your hair.
used as a head wrap.
As a head wrap.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Using that at home, how robala, no issues.
That's fine.
That's
sort
fine.
of okay. I wouldn't do it,
But
but then it's okay.
Yes, it's acceptable.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times. Wewe has done it sometimes when her head wrap is being washed. But no walking around
in public
with that thing on your head.
And that's just the thing, for me, that's just the thing about, getting ourselves used to these, I don't know, like defeated things that forms, part of our everyday undertake of things. You understand what I'm saying? It grows. It breeds after itself. It grows. Whatever that you're starting and it's not, it grows. You end up doing it in public. You end up not finding anything funny or wrong with it. And then now you want to take it to places it should not be existing. And that's where the problem is, because now it becomes who you are.
The impression that I get is that hawahlapa, motho wa Modimo.
Thank you.
You haven't bathed.
There it is. That's
You're not fresh. You're not...
and you can't argue that.
You can't
argue it. You can't say, no, I bathed and then got back into my PJs or my gown. No. It still does not make sense. No. And it's so painful, because I actually saw this 2 weeks back, like in 2021. Yeah. It's still happening. Yeah. Where we're supposed to be sanitizing, where we're supposed to be wearing our masks, like where we're supposed to be,
uphold just the basic hygiene. Just upholding of that. Just upholding of that.
It's quite disturbing, and you've got no idea what is that communicating about you as a person. It's like,
to me, when I see someone like that, I can already make in my put a trail of thoughts in my mind. Okay, this person probably didn't make their bed, and they didn't bath, and they just woke up, got out of bed, and then
ate,
and most of the time they have the handbag.
They have to.
The handbag.
I'm sure they've got other things in there.
So to me, it speaks to being organized as a person. You don't look like a person that is organized. You don't look like a person who knows what they want and how to get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't come across that way.
I don't think it gels well with
And you look like a person who doesn't uphold hygiene.
Exactly.
And then you're thinking, are the teeth brushed?
Exactly. So imagine if I'm that person with an opportunity for you in my hand. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? And then
well, maybe not Maponya Mall, because you wouldn't be allowed in the mall, but I mean, you're out there.
Even just in the streets, even in, I don't know, like wherever, just in the public. Some things should not just be happening out there. No. Hence, you know with me how I actually do it. Whatever, there are things, yes, that I do when I'm at home, when, I'm reclined and everything. But then I want to get myself used to doing things right. Yes. So that it's not a struggle all the time when I go out there. So I actually work every day. I train myself every day to, to behave right as a person. And I think it's good, because there's not going to be a struggle there. There's not going to be, because you have started something that grows, and which is good, because now it grows the image that you want to put out there.
Hey, Adna, but on those cold days, I cannot imagine being in my house without my gown on.
Without
my gown on.
no, gown in the house is a good thing. I mean, that's what we all do when we get into the house.
I just want to be comfortable. I'm home.
No, I'm not talking about the gown. I'm talking about all these other things that you know should not be happening.
Yeah.
But then you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We can't look lazy. We can't look like we're not taking care of ourselves. We can't even you know when we are. When we're out there, Pella, we are out there to meet people, whether it's meet people to get into relationships with, meet people that we can offer our services to, you know what, different, but we are out there to meet people. We're looking for opportunities.
That can elevate your business.
Exactly. So we want to look right, we want to look capable, we want to look in control.
Look like you
capable
can
of
do.
delivering. Yes. Which is
look like you're organized, look like you know what's what.
You know, I had this client of mine, like I actually went to her house to render my services, and then we were working from her house. You know, like the minute I remember she started talking about, like actually she wanted to know about, there's something that she was trying to do, and then she was like, you know, I'm looking for this and this, and I said, I know someone that can assist you with this one. And she was like, by all means. Yeah. And then, you know, she was like, she jumped in immediately, and she was like, definitely 100%, I'm going with that one. She had choices already. Yeah. And then she was like, I'm going with that one. And her friend asked, why that one? I mean, we've always had options. And she said, if it's Porsche, I know that it's quality. I loved that. I actually enjoyed that because you know what? It means that's exactly what I carry.
That's what they see.
You understand? Yes, that's what they see.
That's what they
you know,
see
people must deal with you, and they must, like, you know, they must feel like this is where we're putting our money. With this, we're going with this one. You know what? Because sometimes, I mean, there are so many choices in life, but then if you are that choice that people trust and you know, I remember
and
in one of...
it doesn't just happen, hey? It's because of the consistency.
Exactly.
The consistency in you, the consistency in the way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, your mannerisms, the way that you talk, the way that you do things, you know?
It opens, like good image opens doors. Like that one we cannot argue. It is such truth, like your brutal truth. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Good image opens
And that is
doors.
what image is about, guys.
And that is why we are here in the first place.
To make you aware that, you know, having a good image can help elevate you. It can help you reach your dreams. It's a positive thing.
And
it's a positive
levels,
thing.
Yes, and see levels of your capacity that you've never tapped in before. You understand what I'm saying? With good image, you can actually do that. You can achieve that. You know how nice it is to walk in a room and people already wants to know, what is it that you do? Yes. I promise you, that's a door open right there. The minute you speak, they're sold.
Because you're making a statement. Exactly. And the thing is, everybody makes a statement, guys. Everybody
good or bad.
Makes a statement.
Good
now,
or bad.
It's up to you whether you want your statement to be good and work for you, or you want your statement to be negative. You've got the power to decide that. Everybody makes a statement. When everybody walks into a room, they make a statement. Yeah. Walk into a room with likusham on the head and your gown and got 12 o'clock. There's a statement that you make.
And then and you're like, oh Lord, can we really deal with this? Like right now, you know?
Another one, it's for guys that chew on either a toothpick or a matchstick. Like,
and then leaves it
in the mouth and like I don't like that.
Because you know
I don't
what?
like that.
Especially when you're meeting up with people, because you know what? And some guys come like that, and they, you know, they're saying things like, "Hi, baby," and then and then you're like, "Oh, why is he even?"
You see a guy, and then he says, "Oh, I wish I was born age with a stick." And you're thinking, no.
You were born at the right time.
God never makes a mistake.
I'm telling you. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. So You know, these are like simple topics that actually demonstrates that with image comes a lot of things, guys. Yes, sometimes you don't want to put them on the table, but they matter. And where decisions are made, I promise you, those things plays big. So as a person, you really just want to really like, you know, you want to have that image that creates opportunities for you. You know, you really just want to have that image that opens doors for you. We all are here to do something, to be something, and we are somebody's. You need to believe that. So it is very important that you take yourself seriously as a person and enough to even look serious as a person so that other people can then also take you seriously as a person. Then, yes, then they trust you with much. It's important. Consistency builds that trust. You know, when people see one thing good happening, I promise you, trust is created and more is given. So think about that all the time. With the little effort that you can add to everything that you do, you could just move yourself from this level to a higher one. So it is very important that we remember that always. That's what image is mostly about.
After having discussed that, it would be so lovely to hear from you guys what you've picked up out there that you think is a no-no, that you think it's a huge don't. So yeah, please just engage with us, guys. We would love to hear from you.
Always, please, guys. We really just want to, you know, these are things that we want to tackle with you guys. We want your input. We want to hear what is it that you're thinking. We want to hear what is it that you've seen before that you think probably, I don't know, even if it like, I don't know, it brings like a different message. Teach us. Bring it here. Let's talk about it. Let's teach us something new, because we out here talking about our point of view. Let's put it that way. Our point of view. Let us hear what is it that you know and what is it that you think works differently. You understand what I'm saying? But then, like, long and short of it, we want to engage with you. We want to be talking to you. Please leave it like on our comments. Connect with us like on our platforms as well. Please just make sure that you are here with us. And guys, please continue to help us grow this channel. We really want this to reach higher heights. We want it to reach as many people as possible. So you can help us do that. Please, after you subscribe, if you have not, ask someone else also to subscribe. And please invite people to come in here, listen together and everything, and then ask questions and even make suggestions of other things that you think are problematic out there that we could be tackling from this platform.
Exactly.
That would be very nice.
Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yes, that would be awesome.
So open to that.
Yeah.
We are super open to that. Remember, the point of this show is to educate the public on everything that affects image. Image is so broad, you know, it's so broad, you know, it goes beyond what you learn from a textbook. So true. We are hoping that by now you can sort of understand what image is all about. Yeah.
I'm sure it's getting closer.
It is getting closer.
We have enjoyed today so much. We hope you did too.
Yes.
And I think I can say until next time.
Until next time.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the time that you just spent with us.
And God bless. We
Bye.
love you.